Welcome to Modern Survival Reviews. First item is WetFire Tinder. All-weather Tinder 12-pack. WetFire is a lightweight, safe, and easy-to-carry tinder that will light in windy and/or wet conditions. Cubes are individually packed to maintain freshness and have a shelf life of 5 years. One cube burns up to 5 minutes. Great for use with any UST fire starter such as the Spark Force, Blast Match, or Sparky. So we're going to try this out. Little pack 4 here. Open that up. Get this out. Okay. So it is a very small cube of tinder. We will light it. We're going to light it. We lit it at 3:32, so we're going to let that burn a little bit. Seems to be pretty wind resistant. .332 is when we started it. It says it can burn for 5 minutes. It's burned for 1 minute. Also says it's water resistant. It is still burning. Still burning after having water poured on it. And it's starting right back up again. So yeah, this is great. Burning for 2 minutes now. Two minutes. It also says it's wind resistant. Yeah, very wind resistant. Oh, went out there. Dump some more water on it. And it did go out. So maybe after it burns for a while, it sort of loses its resistance, it seems. And it is wet, so it's gonna need a minute. Just not starting up. Take it and dry it off, maybe. Dry it off real quick, as you could do when you're trying to start a fire, hopefully. Now we're gonna try it again. Okay, so now it's just not lighting, period. Wow. I'll try to light this little piece here that fell off, and that lights just fine. And yeah, obviously since that's a smaller piece, it's not going to be as wind resistant or water resistant. Try to pour some water on that small piece. And it actually held up quite longer than I thought. We're going to get here another piece of WetFire tinder. And we're going to set that down. Roll it in some water. Pour some water on it. Okay, now let's try and light it. See if it lights. It's lit. And it is wind resistant. So we're going to start the timer now. Six minutes and 25 seconds is where we started. So it should burn until 11 minutes and 25 seconds of footage. So we're going to try that. In the meantime of this burning, let's try and light the other one now and see if it will light. Nope. So let's flip it to the newer side. Try to light that. And that has been soaking in water because it's been raining today, so obviously my surface is a little wet. And I've been pouring water as well, so the newer side has been sitting on the water. You know, I just realized is that with the wrapping of the WetFire tinder, yep, so that's pretty flammable. So yeah, you could use that as some more tinder to help you build a fire as well. Because this is a if you are in a survival situation, you're gonna need to use everything you can. That's including the wrappers of items. So since the wrapper burns a bit, and it comes with 12, then you've got a good little bit of tinder. And this piece of tinder is burning nicely, very nicely. We're at 8 minutes 35 seconds. So it's been burning for 2 minutes now. Well, 2 minutes 10 seconds. This is the WetFire tinder. And you can find this on Amazon. Focus in here. Not focusing. There we go. It is fatal if swallowed. Other precautions on the back panel. Do not store near heat or flame. Contains petroleum distillates. Do not ingest. Do not inhale smoke. Do not use in confined space or indoors. Use outdoor or in well-ventilated areas. Wash hands after use. Ooh. Made by Ultimate Survival Technologies. 12-pack. packaged in USA from foreign materials. Okay. I'd say this product is easily at least a 8.5 out of 10 on my personal scale, because it's only not 10 because this piece right here is not lighting after it's been wet, and that's a problem. It's a very big problem because you need these to light. It'd also help if I knew how to properly use a lighter. Try to light the top. Yeah. So that's not lighting. Just break off a piece. Try to set it right next to that one. Ooh, now it has lit. And we have hit 11 minutes and 25 seconds. So it's burned for 5 minutes as promised. And it is still going pretty strong. Ooh, I thought it went out, but it didn't. Oh, wow. Oh, they both restarted. So, pretty wind resistant, I'd say. So now that we've done the actual 5-minute test, we're gonna go ahead and pour some water on there. It's still burning. Oh. Yep. Okay, that one put it out for good. Let's try it on the newer one, because we did just break pieces off of that so we could expose some of the fresher tinder. Yep. It went out. So, they definitely lose their resistance after a while. And yeah. Now that that's crushed up, we're gonna try to go ahead and light that and see how that works. So let's do that. And we're back. Had to go grab another lighter because filming on a wooden spool was not the best of ideas. I dropped the lighter down inside. So we're gonna try to light this pile now and see how good. Oh. So actually crushing the cube might actually be a good idea. You know, if you want a little more of a spread out surface for your fire. Yeah, that looks like it's doing nicely. We're gonna go ahead and blow on it. Didn't go out. Oop, did that time. But it's still small. It still got smoke coming off of it though. Don't know if you can see that or not. Go ahead and light that again. Noticing the fire isn't spreading. Went out pretty easily that time as well. Go ahead and rummage that around a little bit. Okay. That's a little depressing. And now it's not lighting. Oh. You got some flame there. Go ahead and let that burn for a little while then. See how good that does. Crumple this stuff up over here though. Almost feels like a softer version of the little styrofoam dust you get when you break that. Feels like that, but slightly spongier. Keep crushing this stuff up. This tinder. Go ahead and light that again. It does say wash your hands after use, so don't forget that. And I have been crushing it up, so my hands definitely need washed. Go ahead and light that. No, we're not going to go ahead and light that because it's junk. This is junk now. This stuff is not working, and our flame went out on this a little while ago, I think, actually. And it's just not lighting. We're going to try this with a newer block. We're going to try crushing it up, because that seemed to work alright. And there's a very chemically smell that these put off as well. Almost like propane, I would say, actually. Which is, I don't know, kind of cool, in my opinion. But here, we got this tinder. Got some more tinder there. Go ahead and crush that up. Crush that up. Okay, so now that's crushed up. We're gonna get it in a good pile here. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and light that. See how good that does. Let's see how long this burns. So now we're at 17 minutes and 35 seconds. Okay. So we started at 17:35, we'll say. Ooh, wait. Yeah, not propane, but maybe a kerosene? Yeah. It's a slight kerosene smell. But the actual exhaust of the flame doesn't smell like kerosene, but I'm guessing whatever coat it has does smell like that. But the exhaust of the fire actually smells pretty natural, I'd say. Yeah. It smells pretty natural. And that's burning. And the cubes are supposed to burn for 5 minutes, so I wonder if this is going to burn for 5 minutes because we've crushed it up. So I'm hoping this will burn for 5 minutes because this seems to be a little better than just leaving the cube. I'm also noticing that the middle area of the flame, the middle bit of the tinder, isn't really burning as fast as the outside is. So, I don't know, it seems like it's got a pretty nice endurance, actually, for some tinder. Been burning for 2 minutes now. 3 more to go. Move this out of the way. Okay. Almost at the 3-minute mark. And the flame does seem to be slightly struggling. Just slightly, though. Just slightly. 10 seconds away from the 3-minute mark. Okay, 3 minutes. So this is it after burning for 3 minutes, and now you can see the middle is starting to get charred slightly, like in here. Yeah. Right there, it's starting to get charred more. Flame is definitely dying down. Can it make it to the 4-minute mark? It'd be awesome if it could make it to the 5-minute, but it looks like it's dying. Fire's actually dying out. No. Believe it's out. Definitely still generating a good amount of heat, so maybe not, actually. Either way, it's still generating a good amount of heat, so we're gonna set this on here and see. Oh, that has started smoking. I did say oat because I am from Indiana. Oh. That's sad. So we didn't even make it to the 4-minute mark when it's in a pile. So if you crush it into a pile, just know you're not going to get as much time out of it necessarily, but you can still get a good amount of flame out of that, though. Try to light that up. Yep. So even out, it still generates heat. So you can get the most use possible out of this. If you really want to, you can. Just gonna have to put forth some effort. Don't let the cube just work by itself. You know, it's a tinder. It's not a campfire in a box. It's a tinder. You're gonna have to start that up. You're gonna have to put some work into it, but it'll still do what it needs to do in a survival situation. So I would actually, I'm gonna go ahead and change my rating on this to a 10, because I also didn't take into mind that this is a tinder and is not a campfire in a box. And this works phenomenally for tinder. So I'm gonna change my rating to a 10 for sure, because for a tinder, that is ridiculously nice. You can see that the wrapping is actually burning for a good amount of time as well. That could be the tinder helping it, like possibly the chemicals or something. I'm not sure, but it's definitely doing well. I did just burn myself. It is fire. Yeah, so that's definitely a 10 out of 10. And I hope you enjoyed this modern survival review for the WetFire tinder. WetFire tinder is what we just reviewed. All-weather tinder. And it did prove to be pretty resistant to all weather. Let's see what they're doing in the picture to it. They are they have a flint and steel, it looks like. Maybe some sort of device that they're doing it with. And yep. WetFire tinder. Thank you for watching this modern survival review. Have a good day and hope you all survive.